Hello, people. Welcome to your weekly dose of productivity tips. My name is Jesuferanmi Folaranmi, and I'm your productivity coach. To our subscribers and community members, welcome to another YouTube video. And to our new members, and if you're new here, welcome to the community. And all we do here is to hold your hands on your journey of becoming more productive and living a more fulfilling and purposeful life. By the end of this video, I'm going to help you define what productivity means to you, help you find your own productive rhythm and dance to it, and practical steps to take to doing more tasks every day. So now let's get right into today's video. Productivity is personal. Over the years, I've seen a lot of people try to do or carry out their daily activities like other people. So you see people who are not morning persons, permit me to use that term, morning persons, they try to want to become morning people. They try to wake up earlier, do their tasks, or just see people who try to copy other people's way of doing things. And from what I've realized, it doesn't work out. It almost never works out. Now, I remember when I was in the university, I had a roommate, Martha, and I realized that we were wired differently, like we were wired completely differently. She was a morning person and I was a night person. She works in really long sessions. She can read for a long hour taking breaks, and I work in breaking my. We're just wired completely different, and it would be disadvantageous on my part to try to do things the way she does, because we don't function the same way. We don't function the same way. Basically, how she lives her lives, or how she functions. She can function without sleeping in the afternoon, without having power naps, or working in long sessions. I can't do that. And so here's two things I want you to take from the story. Number one, productivity is personal. It is personal to you. It is personal to how you function as a person. And it looks like different things to different people. So for some people, it might look like you waking up early in the morning, going to the gym, getting a head start on your day. To some people, it might look like waking up by 11 a.m., sleeping by 3 p.m., sleeping by 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, and then waking up by 11 a.m. It looks like different things to different people. So, number two lesson I want you to take from the story is don't compare yourself to another person. And this in terms of your productivity journey. Don't try to be like another person. Don't try to, if you're not a morning person, don't try to copy other people and try to do things the way they do things, because you're not wired the same way. You're not you function differently, you do things differently for various reasons, for various ways your body just reacts to things and reacts to situations. So like I said, it would have been disadvantageous for me to try to copy my roommates when I was in university and to try to do things the way that she did. So yeah, don't try to be like anybody. Productivity is personal. It's different things to different people, and it is personal to you. All you have to do is to find your own productive rhythm and dance to it. Find out how your body works, how you do things, how you function, and then try to create your schedule. Try to plan your day in a way that fits how your body, the way that fits how you suitable to you. So yeah, don't compare yourself to another person. Now, since productivity is personal and you need to find your own productive rhythm and dance to it, how do you find your own productive rhythm? I mean, how do you know what works for you and what doesn't? But first off, let's define what productivity is. Based on my experience so far, I would say that productivity is you using your 24 hours to achieve as much as you can, or as much as is possible. So everybody has 24 hours in a day, and productivity means you being able to achieve as much as you can within that space of 24 hours. You being able to do as much as you can within that space. So now, finding your productivity rhythm. There are three factors that I've listed down to help you find your productive rhythm. There are three factors I've said to help you find your productive rhythm. First is your peak periods. Second is your required sleeping hours. And then thirdly is your work mode. I'm going to take it one by one. So first, your peak period. What time of the day are you most active and productive? For some people, they are more active, they are more agile, their brain is buzzing, their brain is pumping early in the morning, and so it's only right that they plan their day around that period of time. For some people, your creative juices are up, your energy is high, your brain is ready to work in the afternoon, probably between like 12 to 3 or 11 to like 4. And for some people, all your brain antennas is sharp and active, and you are working, the ideas are coming, everything is bustling, and it's just you're like, let's get this done around, let's say 10 p.m, 12 a.m in the morning, 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m. So it's only best that you plan your day or plan your activity according to that period. So I call it, or it's often called, the peak period, where you're most active, where you're most productive, where you're really agile or motivated to work, and when that your ideas come, or you're just more focused, you're more ready, you're more into what you're doing. So yeah, try to identify your peak and productive period so you can use it to your advantage. And then secondly, identify your required sleeping hours. I know that there are some people that no matter when they sleep and when they wake up, like no matter when they sleep, they will always wake up early. So I know some people who either they sleep by 9 p.m. or they sleep by 2 a.m. By 5 a.m. they are already up and active. I mean, I give it to you guys. But for the rest of us, identify your required sleeping hours. And what I mean is, for everyone, you know how much you need to sleep for you to be able to function properly in the day. So for some people, 4 hours of sleep is enough for them, and they are good for the day. They can do everything that they have to do. For some people, that if you don't have at least 6 hours of sleep, for the rest of the day, you're just going to be very grumpy. You are going to be inactive. You'll probably be having headaches, and you just, the day just goes all west or all south for you. Know your required sleeping hours. That was it. Personally, for me, like between like minimum of 5 hours of sleep, or else I'm going to be like a zombie for the rest of the day. So yeah, identify your required sleeping hours, and this way you can know how many hours is required for you to sleep. And then now, combined with this and knowing your peak periods, you can plan your day in a way that you're most productive, in a way that you're able to achieve the most within the 24 hours that you have in a day. And then the third factor that I have is your work mode. So do you prefer working in long sessions, or do you prefer working in short sessions? Like, are you the type of person that you love working in, like, at a stretch, 4 hours at a stretch, you're at your table, you're doing everything that you have to do, you're killing it, you're making the moves, and making the bag? Or are you the kind of person like you work in short sessions with breaks, probably 2 hours of work and then 10 minutes of break, another 2 hours of work and then 10 minutes of break? Identify your work mode. Basically, identify what works for you. How do you work? How do you function? How do you do what you want to do? And it's usually advised that you work in like you have like long dedicated focus period of work, and I'll explain. I got this from the book titled Deep Work, I think by Cal Newport. I'm not sure, but yeah, Deep Work. If you can lay your hands on it, I would advise that you read it. So what it basically says is like long, undistracted, focused hours of work. So you can shut out like noise for a 2 hour period. You focus on what you want to do. This way, you're able to channel all your brain activity. You're able to channel everything that you want to do into that particular thing, rather than you working and you're getting distracted trying to reply emails or try to send text or try to do other things. dedicate those long periods. When I'm planning my day, I call them like deep work sessions. So dedicate that long period to know that, okay, for these 2 hours I want to work on this project. Your phones are shut out, every other distraction is shut out, and you can just focus on work for that 2 hours. Then when you're done, you can take a break of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You need to stretch your leg, you need to take water, you need to use the toilet, whatever it is that you want to do. And then you can have another deep work session of 2 to 3 hours, and then you come back. You might want to focus on probably another thing. Come back, you focus on another project, probably sending code, emailing clients, reaching out to partners, whatever work it is that you're doing. If you're a student, you're reading, whatever it is that you're doing, you're able to focus on that. And so these are the 3 factors that I would give to help you find your productive rhythm. And how it works is that you know your required hours of sleep, your required sleeping hours, your peak period, and then your work mode. So you're able to plan your day around these 3 factors. So now for you to have a productive day, you're most active. Let's just say, for instance, personally, let me use myself as an example. Personally, I'm most active in the night. I'm actually shooting this video in the night. I think it's probably like 3 a.m. or something. So I'm most active in the night. Now, I know that my required sleeping hours is like minimum of 5 hours, on an average 6 to 7 hours, and then I am good for the day. I don't even necessarily need to take any power nap. I am just good for the day. And then I know my work mode is probably 2 hours of focused work, breaks to another 2 hours of focused work, break. I can't do like long sessions of 4 or 5 hours of of work. Like probably like I'm just more active with like breaks in between. So now that I know that, I can plan my daily activities on my to-do list in a way that probably after I wake up early in the morning, I've done everything that I have to do, I'm at my work desk by 9. I know that probably also early in the morning when I wake up, my brain is still fresh and I can still do some really tasking work. I for the first few hours of my work time, I can put like tasking works there. So probably I have like a course I'm taking that needs like my attention, my brain to be up and active. I can schedule that. So let's say from 9 to 11, 2 hours of that focused work, I can take a 10 minutes, 15 minutes break, and then just do like those scheduled work hours. And then probably I can take like a nap in the afternoon, so that I am energetic and powered to work in the night, which is my own peak period. So now we've used all of these 3 factors. My required sleeping hours, which is like minimum of 5 hours, 6 to 7 hours on an average, and then my peak period, which is in the night, and early in the morning when I'm getting to my work desk. I know that, okay, around 9 a.m. I am up and active to work. And so I can now put less tasking activities that I have to do in the middle session of my day or towards the ending of the day. Then I can take a nap and then come back, and then in the evening towards the night period, I can then do other like more tasking projects or work that I have to do. So those are 3 factors I would say would help you find your productive rhythm and help you plan your day in a way that you're able to maximize the 24 hours that you have to do the most task possible. Now that you've watched the video to this point, I like to give action points after each video. So after each video, we have like action points for you to take. So we're not just talking and we're not just blabbing and then you listen and then you just go back and then nothing happens. So the action points at the end of today's video is: get your pen and paper, or probably a notepad. You can use a notepad on your phone. And then in a list, I want you to write out your peak period. So what period are you most productive? What period are you most active? What period do you think like your brain is working? And you can give yourself time to find out these things just based on past experiences. What time do you think you're most active? If you're not sure, just now take account of it going forward. Do you think you're more grumpy in the morning, in the day, in the afternoon, and you're more active in the night? Or do you think in the morning you're more active and in the night, nah, I need my sleep? So just try to track it, try to find it, try to give yourself time, pace it out, and discover, get to know more about yourself in terms of that aspect. So yeah, get your pen and paper, and write down your peak periods. I hope you've written that down. I hope so. Okay, so next, write down your required sleeping hours. For some people, that if you sleep, either you sleep by 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 9 p.m., by 5 a.m. you're up and active. I mean, I'm happy for you, and I give you I give you the respect. I mean, that's fine. So note it down. And if you're like some of us who that if you sleep, if you can't you can't join those people to run on 3 hours or 2 hours of sleep per day, which I don't even recommend. So probably need like at least minimum of 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever your required sleeping hours is. I want you to note it down. I hope you've noted it down. And then lastly, your work mode. So do you work in long sessions of work, like long unbroken sessions of work, or short sessions with breaks in between? Note it down. So now, do we have the 3 things? I want to believe that you have the 3 things written down: your peak periods, your required sleeping hours, and your work mode. Now, based on this, you can then create your daily to-do list, or you can plan your daily activities based on these 3 factors, and just watch how much more productive that you become. So you can go back and just for tomorrow, or whenever you're planning your daily activities next, just plan it around this period, so you're able to achieve more, and then you're not struggling with feeling unmotivated, you're not struggling with feeling just unproductive, or you're not struggling with not feeling like doing anything. If you're able to know how your body works, know how your body functions, you're able to plan your day in a way that you maximize your active period, and in a way that you also make use of the periods where you're not really feeling so motivated. Probably your afternoons or night period, you're not feeling so motivated. You can do less tasking activities or events during that period. So make use of everything that I've said so far, and just watch how much more productive that you become. You can let me know in the comment section what your peak periods are, what your required sleeping hours. If you're part of those who, whatever time you sleep, you wake up by 5 and you're ready to go, please let me know in the comment section. And then if you're part of the work mode gang where you have to work long hours, let me know. If you're part of those who have to break it short time, let me know. Just connect with me in the comment section. I'll be on the lookout, and also responding to the comments and relating with you in whatever category or aspect that you fall under. And that'll be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to like, do well to drop a comment, like I said, and also do well to share. Remember, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. So share this with as many people as you would love to go on this productivity journey with. Share it to them, and let's all live a purposeful life together. Till next time, I can't wait to see how much you've grown, how much lesson you've learned, and how much more productive you've become. So till the next video, bye.